I will bless the Lord at all times, and his praise shall continually be in my mouth. What's going on, everybody? I want to say God bless you as we thank the Lord once again that we on top of the ground and not under the ground. Things could have went another way this morning, but God seemed fit to rise us up again. My title says, I wake up planning my sins. I wake up planning my sins. But before I get started, I want to say this to my people in Oklahoma. I'm still praying for you. We see again that Oklahoma was hit with another tornado and 5 people are already dead once again, and I think about 50 are injured. And I'm praying not just for Oklahoma, but for everybody around the world. My prayers are with you. We don't know what's going to happen next, who it's going to happen to, but we got to stay prayed up. So, my people in Oklahoma, Jeffrey Jordan, everybody, my prayers are with you. And this video here is very deep to my heart because I've been talking to a lot of people lately, trying to reach out. And that's why I want to title this video, I Wake Up Planning My Sins. As a matter of fact, I should have titled it, I Wake Up and Go to Bed Planning My Sins for the Next Day. And so many people take life for granted, my brothers and sisters. So many people ungrateful right now. And we know that we can't, we know that I don't have to make it to tomorrow. See, the Bible teaches us that tomorrow is not promised to you. And when we waking up ungrateful, doing all this evil, how is God really looking at us? See, we always planning for tomorrow and it's not promised. I talked with a few thugs and gangsters a few days ago and I hit them with some deep words to make them think about changing their life. Not trying to condemn nobody at all. I love you. See, I embrace the sinner, but I don't embrace sin, because we all was lost once upon a time in our life. This is why we're supposed to help each other, teach each other, and love each other, and rebuke each other out of love. And so many gangsters and thugs have already died, and the ones that ain't dead are still on the streets, and the ones that's not on the streets are in the penitentiary already. And I try to get people to look at their life and where they headed to if they don't wake up. And they're gonna wind up just like some of the ones that I know personally that's dead in the grave, as we talked about so much, K Ray, if you listening at this video, to grow up in a rough time and look at and still look at what I see to this day, and it just hurts my heart to see so many young men go to the grave. And ones that's been doing it I don't know how long now. Older men who still showing the young man this is the way to go. This is the way to go for street life, but not to jump off and all that. I wanted to use this title because I like the word plan. And when I look at planning, and then I always look at people and how they plan so much in life. We plan to do this, we plan to do that. But when it comes to getting right for the Lord, we got a lot of excuses. We got so many thieves that's planning to steal some more. They already know which house they're gonna hit next. I was just also talking to my cousin a few nights ago, when I was talking about the street life and so many people that's robbing each other, killing each other. And just like my cousin, he had somebody try to rob him, more than one person, and he shot 4 of them. And one of them was number 15 years old. And when you shoot somebody nowadays and they survive, 9 times out of 10 they'll try to come back and kill you. We got people planning to set other people up so they can jack them. I'm reminded of my ex-girl in this video that I always pray for when her brother was set up. Good man, helping somebody, pulled over to help somebody fix a flat. And he had a nice vehicle, nice clothes, everything. But while he was pulling over, he saw these women who set him up. They were just setting him up to just, he supposed to just got robbed for his truck and probably his clothes. And this man was a hard worker. He wasn't no dope dealer, none of that. And they supposed to just robbed him for his truck and his clothes. You know what they did? They murdered him. They murdered him cold-blooded. Took his truck, threw his body in the back of his truck, took his truck and him to South Dallas and dumped his body in South Dallas. They planned that. See, people plan to do evil. People plan to do evil. And I listen at so many people who plan to do evil. What they gonna do next. But I don't hear none of them saying I'm trying to plan to get right for my eternal life. Hustlers and thugs planning to sell more dope than they did the day before. Some people planning out who they gonna rob once again. And a lot of these people think they got a force field around them like they can't be killed. One man told me the other day, they called him, his nickname is I Don't Get Hit. Dude walked up and said, "What's up, I don't get hit?" I said, "I don't get hit." He said, "Yeah, because every time something go down, it could be a drive-by, whatever, a fight. I done got stabbed, I done got shot. I'm a survivor. They call me Don't Get Hit. So many times I done been shot at, but the bullets miss me. I don't get hit." He said, "I survive anything that come my way." And I said, "I hear you loud and clear, brother." I said, "But one day, they gonna call you gone bye-bye. Because somebody gonna take you out." So many people planning their sins when they lay down at night to go to bed. Proverbs, I want to say 14 and 12, tells us there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end of it is what? Death. The wages of sin is death. We got people trying to get so even with others. Oh, I already know how I'm going to get up when I go to work in the morning. And you might be the one getting laid off as you go to work that morning. You got to be careful what you planning to do, because you might not be able to do it. So many people planning who they going to take advantage of. And I'm talking about preachers also. Some of us are planning the next one we going to sleep with right now as I speak. When we going to do it and what time and what place. It's either going to be her house, my house, or I'm going to go to my homeboy house, go to my homegirl house. She got some girls over there. We planning who we going to sleep with. We planning who we going to drive with, who we going to ride around with. We driving places that we know we shouldn't be going. We on the phone talking to people we know ain't nothing but trouble. We plan and plan to get on one accord for sin. But when it comes to living this word, praying for others and studying, we got more excuses than a man going to jail. We plan to take so many trips out of town, but we don't plan on going to Bible study. Some people are planning how they're going to mess up your day, and they love it. Y'all know a lot of times on here I say, some people, the only way they can be happy is by trying to make your day miserable. They get a kick out of seeing you mad, angry. We got pimps on the corner planning to get more hoes the next day than the day before. Let me take it to the church. We got pimp preachers right now planning so many ways to get more money from their congregation members because they didn't make enough money last Sunday. Well, maybe I can go pimp another church. We didn't raise enough money. So now this week I got a plan to do something better than what I did last week, because taking up 5,000 wasn't enough in the church. Oh, it's amazing how we plan revivals. We plan musicals. We plan anniversaries. We plan these building funds and been building and been taking up building funds for 20 years and won't put a doorknob on the church. We plan all these albums and bake sales and so on and so on. But what are we planning to do in these last and evil days? Are we getting ready? Are we building faith, love? Or are we just building buildings? I say all the time, we got plenty of buildings up. We need to straighten up some of these buildings that's up. Oh, but when we look at God's plan, that's what it's all about. See, the sin that we commit, it separates us from God, who is perfect, holy, righteous, and justice. So God must therefore do what? Judge sin. Judge sinful mankind. Romans 5 and 8 tells us how God demonstrates his own love for us. And that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Christ died for the dope dealer. He died for the rapist. He died for the prostitute. He died for all sinners like us. He died for the homosexual. He died for the thief. And look at what we are doing in return. Just like the days of Noah, we too busy partying. We ain't showing no love. We too busy having all these orgies and orgasms, lying and cheating and gossiping, going to the club seeing who I can pull next to take home. All this jealousy, killing, stealing, robbing. We got more gossip than the gospel. We always talk about, well, I'm a plan to do better when we are dying every day. Like we got so much time left. I hear you, JT, but I'm gonna wait till my New Year's resolution, which ain't nothing but a big old lie. You started talking about a New Year's resolution, and you should be focusing on the solution, because you might not make it to New Year's. I might not make it to New Year's. I don't know. But I know who holds tomorrow. So I'm not going to live my life full of evil. See, it's a blessing to wake up in the morning. It's a blessing to lay down at night. While we planning all this other stuff, we better be planning to get right with the Lord. So let us learn from yesterday, live for today, hope and pray for tomorrow. Peace.